Welcome to the video, and today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 places to visit in Greece. There are so many islands, so much to see in Greece, from turquoise clear water to mountains to beaches, that you've got to head to Greece. It is a beautiful country. But before we start, I'm Joe, I'm a travel content creator here on YouTube, so if you want more travel content, please hit subscribe. Please, do it. Now. Okay, let's start. So here are the top 10 spots in Greece. Let's start with number 10, and that is Mykonos. Mykonos is known for its incredible beaches and nightlife. Think of Mykonos as the Ibiza of Greece. They get big international DJs and there are many clubs to go to. Also in Mykonos you have incredible beaches all over the island where you can do cliff jumping and water sports. I definitely recommend going to Mykonos Town, also known as Little Venice, on the seafront, where you have the famous windmills where you can watch the sunset and explore the town, walking through the white buildings, through the alleyways and looking at the local shops. Moving on to number 9, and this is somewhere everyone would have heard of if you've heard of Greece, and that is Athens, the capital city. Whilst in the city, you have to visit the Parthenon, which sits on the Acropolis hill and can be seen at many spots all over the city. One of my favourite spots in Athens has to be Mount Lycabettus. It is the tallest point in Athens and is a great place to watch the sunset and see the whole surroundings out to the sea. We got some beers and watched the sunset from the top of the hill. I definitely recommend doing this. As Athens is the capital city of Greece, it is a great transportation hub to get to all the Greek islands and just get to everywhere in Greece. I've also found that Athens is such a cheap place to fly into compared to other international airports in Greece. Okay, moving on to number 8, we are going to Kefalonia. Kefalonia is a large island with so much to do and see. One of the most photographed beaches in the whole of Greece is Myrtos beach in Kefalonia. The beach has incredibly white sand and has turquoise waters and is situated between two mountains, making it the most beautiful and famous beach in Kefalonia. A unique spot you have to go to in Kefalonia is Melissani Cave. It's an underground lake where you can get in a boat and go for a short row around the lake in this cave. So number 7, we are moving on to northern Greece and the mountains around northern Greece. There are lots of different spots to visit, but the best place to start has to be Thessaloniki. This is the best place to fly into and is quick access to the mountains of northern Greece. I would recommend hiring a car as this is the best way to get around mainland Greece. First head to Olympus National Park, which has the famous Mount Olympus. Then head to a secret spot which is actually number 4 in my list. And after that head to Vikos Gorge in the northwest part of mainland Greece. The mountains of Greece are so underrated and I definitely recommend visiting them. And if you didn't know, you can actually go skiing in Greece in the mountains in the winter, so do that, and it's also a lot cheaper than going to the Alps. Number 6 on my list is Crete, the largest island in Greece. There is so much to see in Crete as it is such a large island. There's valleys, mountains, gorges, beautiful beaches. There is so much to see. I would recommend flying into Chania, which is the second largest city on the island and is a great place to visit some of the famous spots. One of the most insane beaches in Crete has to be Elafonisi, which is actually an island which you can walk to by foot. The whole area has crystal clear water and pinky white sand. Another great spot to visit, which I'm not actually going to attempt to pronounce, is this. It's a small, remote, sandy beach in a cove surrounded by incredible rock formations. It's a beautiful spot and I definitely recommend going here. However, it does get very busy in peak tourist times. So let's move on to number 5, which is an island you must have heard of, and it is the one and only Santorini. You may be thinking, why is it not higher up on the list? But in my opinion, it is so touristy, it just pushes it down the list for me. Santorini is world famous for its sunset in Oya, where the whole island crowds on the northern tip of the island to watch the sunset. But don't let this stop you watching the sunset, as it is a must do. Also, you could watch the sunrise as there are a lot less tourists, but don't expect to be the only ones there. One must do activity on the island is walking from Fira to Oia. It takes between 2 to 5 hours and is along the coast, taking in the views out to sea. Santorini has black sand beaches. One of these to check out is called Kamari Beach, and another one is Red Beach, which has a red cliff face. So coming in at number 4 is Myrtos, situated near the city of Trikala in central Greece. This place has rock formations with 6 monasteries built on top of the rocks. Get a bus or drive up to the top of the monasteries and take a view of the surrounding area, even looking over the local town of Kalabaka. If you want to enter a monastery, it's €3 for each monastery you go into. So we are now into the top 3, and coming in at number 3 is Ios. Ios is a beautiful island with some of the most stunning beaches in the whole of Greece. It is a lot less touristy than neighbouring islands such as Santorini and Mykonos, but it also has a wild nightlife. There are so many beaches in Ios, but one of my favourite has to be Lycabettus, which is not far from the capital town of Fira. On this beach you can do lots of water sports, relax on the beach. There's clubs, bars all along the beach, and it is a lovely spot to spend a day. I also recommend heading further south to Magganari Beach, and then even further south to Neverland Bay, which is a secret bay which isn't even on the map, but it's got beautiful crystal clear water, it's got a cliff jump spot, and most people can only get there by a boat. If you want to go to Neverland Bay, watch my old video vlog where I go to Neverland Bay and I explain how to get there. Okay, number 2 on this list is the island of Zakynthos. I was lucky enough to go here in September 2020 when there was a lot less tourists due to COVID-19. I saw this island with a lot less tourists than usual and got to see some of the most insane views I've seen in all of my travels. One of the spots which you have probably seen on Instagram, because it is everywhere, is Shipwreck Beach. This place is absolutely insane. The water is crystal clear. The cliffs either side are so tall, it makes you feel really small. However, during peak months, this beach is full of thousands of tourists because it is just that famous and popular. But I still recommend going. You can only get to this beach via boat, so you're going to have to take a boat tour or even rent your own boat. After visiting the beach, make sure you go to the Viewpoint where you can look down on the beach because it is one of the most stunning views in the whole of Greece. Another spot to visit is Kerri Cliff Viewpoint. It is such a stunning spot and less touristy than Shipwreck Viewpoint, and honestly it is still insane with huge towering cliffs. And then make sure you go to Marathonisi Island. It's a turtle nesting island just off the coast of Zakynthos. Okay, here we are. The number 1 spot in Greece, in my opinion, is Mylos. It is such a beautiful island, and I've heard from many locals that this is the island that all the locals go to, just because it is less touristy and just so beautiful. There are 2 spots on the island which you have to visit, with the first being Cleftiko Caves. Cleftiko is literally on the opposite side of Adamas Port, where most people arrive on the island. So you can only get there via boat, or you can get a quad bike to get there, but this is quite a difficult drive. You can easily spend a day here exploring the coastline and the caves. The second must-visit spot in Mylos is Sarakiniko Beach. It is one of the most unique places that I have ever been. The beach has a moonscape feel to it and is a great place to relax, and also has cliff jumps all around, so make sure you do that. Another unique beach you can go to is one where you have to climb down via a ladder into this small cove where you can then just relax. There are so many other different spots in Mylos with so many beaches and fishing villages and towns that it is just a must go for anyone who wants to go to Greece. So they were my top 10 places to visit in Greece, guys. If you like the video, please hit like, it really helps me out. And also leave comments down below if there's any other places in Greece, because I haven't been to every island because there are so many. Okay, that is the end of the video. I will see you in the next one. See you later.